Guys, I'm super concerned. I'm afraid this is not good. This is not good. I have discovered this like 3 weeks ago or something, and I was really too anxious to open the case and do some investigation what is actually going on here. But tonight, I think is the night when we have to do it. I have to know, I have to find out what is happening in there. It is not only the top one, it's the middle one as well and the bottom shelf as well. It looks everywhere the same. Look at this. Here as well. Guys, this is not good. Yes, I just put in my red alarm t-shirt because this is really alarming. What's going on here? I had already a spat and everything, but I'm super nervous. I'm super nervous to investigate that. Okay, let me take off the cover and then we have a closer look. Oh, I'm feeling sick. Oh. Okay, before we take off the last screw, let's isolate the top battery. Oh my God. That is really concerning. Okay, so if you haven't noticed yet, first of all, welcome back to the Off-Grid Garage here. It's a late night show. It's already, I don't know. I noticed this like 2 or 3 weeks ago, as I said. Look at this gap. This gap is a lot wider down here than up here. And I think what has happened is the cells have expanded. They are still connected with the bus bar up here, but because they're getting a belly left and right, the actual cells are being pushed apart, but they can't because of the bus bar up here, but they can down here. And that's why we have a bigger gap at the bottom than at the top. That is not good. It is not good. Okay, let me try with this plastic, with this thin plastic PP. If I can get this one. Yeah, I can't get it in here. But if I lift this up, yeah, here it stops already. Yeah, there's nothing. I can only push it in at the bottom. Over here, same. Can't push it in. That's all I can push it in. Look at this. Here it stops. It's that far. Same. Same. Take off the cover, and you can see it here from the top as well, how close the cells are together here, and they are spreading on the other side over there. Can we turn off this slide shit disco? Damn it. Same here. Look at this gap, and they are fairly close together on the other side. It's every time where the bus bar holds them together, they are close, and on the other side they have spread apart. So it goes a bit in a zigzag. These cells, they are not in parallel anymore. Because if you may remember, we have measured the distance between the cells very carefully and put like a little spacer in between at the front and at the back, so they were really parallel, all of them. But now, yeah, and it is, yeah, there are 2 humps. There's one here and one on the other side, exactly where the electrodes of the batteries are. So they have expanded. Okay, let me turn off this BMS here. Use this cover here again. Here. Just want to cover the other bus bars here where we're not working on. Okay, let's take off this bus bar here, or at least loosen the nut, and see if there's actually any force on these 2 cells now, which pushes them apart. So I put my finger on here if I can feel anything that the bus bar is somehow sliding. The other side, no, there was no movement here. But it might be that the bus bar is at the end. But no, it's not. There's actually some space here. Okay, let's take this one off as well. just want to get an understanding. No, there's no movement. I put my finger on the gap here. They have not moved. Okay, so that's it. And take probably this one off here as well. So now this cell is loose. Huh. Okay, so this is our cell number 10 here, delivered in March 22. So this is exactly 1 year ago. It's a 304 ampere hour battery, an EVE LF 304 B crate, storage crate. So far, I cannot actually see any big swelling or any other issues with this cell. It is actually not that bad. See, they are a bit swollen around where the electrodes sit in the battery, but this is absolutely normal. If you haven't seen Mike's video from Lithium Solar or Solar Lithium, whatever his channel is called, he took apart a battery as well recently and discovered the same, that there is a bit of swelling around where the electrodes sit in the battery. And this is something you cannot prevent. Regardless how good you compress your cells, it will just happen. Let's check the other side as well here. Yeah, we can see the same. We've got basically 2 contact points to the battery. That's exactly where the electrodes are. And Mike had his cells compressed, completely compressed. So they have expanded a bit. Yeah, they are definitely touching. I have to loosen all the nuts and then realign all the batteries so they are not under any pressure and any force anymore. This is something I want to avoid under all circumstances, that there's any force on the bus bars between the terminals, just because they are expanding a bit. So I have now used this 1 or 1.5 millimeter PP and pushed it in between the cells. All the nuts are still loose, so I can move them around a bit. So I can get this PP now in between the cells all the way from here to the back, and also from the top to the bottom. So I've created a new gap now in between the cells. But I'm not sure if this is good. Okay, I'm going to torque everything again with 4 Newton meters. Okay, that was my second run. Checked all the bus bar connections twice now. Everything is back to where it was. Just we have again a gap in between the cells now. So now I had enough time to think about it. Do I actually make this worse now because I give the cells more space to expand? Or is this all we can expect from them? Little belly where the electrodes are, but they don't keep expanding all the time. Or should I compress them even after a year of use? Let me know in the comments down below what you think. I'm happy to keep this gap as it is now and then check again in a couple of months. Have I made a big mistake when building this battery here? As always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for all your great support here on the channel. Thanks for all your fabulous donations. We've got some very kind people out there. And until the next video, guys, when we take this all apart again and start from scratch, no, when we do something completely different to this one here, you stay charged, stay safe, and thanks again for watching. See you then. Bye bye. Let me know in the comments down below, what would you do now? Compress or leave it as it is? Yeah, I just checked with this piece of plywood here. I haven't really got space to compress them, neither at the front nor at the back. This is all... I don't think compressing is an option here.